Hey folks, Mark Johnson again. Full review of the Nexus 5. Now this is what LG has brought to the table to Google again. Second year in a row. They had the Nexus 4, now they have the Nexus 5. First thing, just starting off with the product. Hardware and design. Now definitely the hardware is definitely very nice overall. I do like the red color. Red kind of orange depending on who you ask. Nice polycarbonate feel on the back of the device. And and it feels good in the hand. I mean, it's got a 5-inch 1080p display that is diagonal, and it feels good overall. Like, I think probably the only little bit of a letdown to me would be I would say the screen, just a tad. I mean, it does sometimes seem a little kind of washed out a little bit. It doesn't. The colors and everything don't pop as much as some of the other displays I've seen, or don't look as good as maybe a HTC One or even maybe a Galaxy S4 or Note 3 and so forth. But it's a very good screen nonetheless. Everything's real crisp and sharp, but it's just one of those things where I just think it could look better. But by far, it's definitely a nice device overall. 1080p, like I said, and it feels fantastic in the hand. It's lightweight. Very minimal with a lot of things, and it just feels overall good in the hand. The big thing with this device over any other device, and if you've ever used the Nexus before, is basically it's just pure Android. It's not a lot of bells and whistles, not a lot of extra software crap in there that you may not like or care for that you usually will get with a Samsung, or you may get it with LG on a normal LG device like a G2. HTC Sense, all those kind of skins, Android skins you would say, they don't exist on this. It's just flat out pure Android. And I tell you what, I used to not really be a fan of Nexus devices a lot, just because I felt that they didn't bring enough to the table as far as usability out of the box. You had to always install a bunch of things, and a little bit still holds true. But honestly, out of the box, this thing, it just moves so much faster than any other Android phone I've ever used. It's really hard to put it down. I mean, no matter what you use on this thing, it just flies. I don't care what application it is. Things just zoom very, very fast, and the software is very refined. You know what you're getting when you get a Nexus device, and the software is going to perform way better than on any other Android device, and that's just the flat out truth. And honestly, that's really enough for me to want to use this device pretty much over any other Android device, outside of a few hardware things, camera things, screen size stuff sometimes. But 5 inches is plenty. The price, $399, is a hard thing to beat. And like I said, jumping into the camera, I mean, that's probably the only other thing. I mean, you tap on the screen, you can take pictures, and you can take pictures real fast. And like I said, the camera performs well. There are better performing cameras out there, but like I said, it's just how everything is integrated so nicely. You swipe to the left, you got your Google Now. I mean, everything just works so smooth. It's very, very hard not to recommend this device. And then when you get down to the price of at $349 for a 16 gig or $399 for a 32 gig model, which is what this one is, I mean, I highly recommend this. Even if you want it as a backup phone just to mess around with Android, if you want to do development in the future, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Also, Google Wallet works like a champ. Obviously NFC-based payments are kind of in limbo now here in the States, but I've tried it at soda machines and so forth. It works great. And like I said, if you just want a pure Android experience, I highly recommend this phone. And it's still one of the better overall phones out there that you could buy. Namely, there's really two things that set it apart. Is the price, unlocked, like I said, $349. I mean, looking at the Galaxy Note or Galaxy S5, any of these phones coming out, they all start around, unlocked are like $650, and that's not even unlocked. A lot of times it's the carrier version with no contract. Even with the HTC M8 is at $600 without a contract. So you can get this phone with the same specs and performs better, and a lot of times it always will perform better for almost half the price. So just keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the site tech-snobs.com for more coverage. Take care.